will live in the anticipation of, can she do it? Until at which point we answer that question. Hello, just checking in. It is day 29. We have 2 days remaining. I have 9,400 words that need to be written. I worked on a bunch of stuff this morning and have not had any time to write, but now it is time to get my baby girl ready for her first ever dance recital. So that's going to take precedence. We probably won't be home till well after dinner. So we'll see once we get home how much we can do. And honestly, there were a few of you in the comments that said, I think even if you don't hit 50K, you give yourself the pocket planner. It's here looking at me, just loving me from the sidelines. So we're just going to get as far as we can get. I'm probably not going to deny myself the planner, but we will live in the anticipation of, can she do it? Until at which point we answer that question. And I think whether it's yes or no, I'm giving myself the planner. So we shall see, but let's see how far we can get. Okay, let's go get ready for a dance rehearsal.
Did you ever stop and think, why spend too much time just getting ready? Let me be honest, I don't know a single thing that I haven't done to make you notice me. Let me be real here. When I see you, my heart starts racing, but I don't know if I like this chasing and playing and waiting around.
We're home. That was so cute. They did such a good job. We let her choose where she wanted to go to dinner. So of course she wanted to go to like a place that is further away than normal. So we are not home here until 6:35. I have such a pile of work and I have not done any writing sprints today. So we got to figure this out. I still have this whole bowl full of sprint gems that I have got to get through. And here's what I think I'm going to do. This sounds very cheesy and it's kind of cheating, but you know what? We do what we got to do. I have a bunch of emails to write for tomorrow's launch. And so I'm going to count those words because I am writing words and because they have to get done. And otherwise I'm not going to hit my goal. So we're going to write some emails, which is not as exciting as fiction, but you know what? It counts. It's words. I'm counting it. I'm going for it. Judge me if you will. But I'm going to do it. I will get more words on my actual work in progress today as well. But we're going to count this because these emails have to get done before tomorrow. So we're going to spend one writing sprint doing emails and we will write them in Google Docs and move them over to ConvertKit and see how many words we get. So let's do this.
I don't know if I like this chasing and playing and waiting around. It's a shame that my hands start shaking all of the time when you're around me. But this time, girl, I know what's bothering me. I need somebody to love. Oh, nah, 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 nah.
Okay, this is going to be the worst vlog of them all. It's like we're right at the very end, but it just so happens that I have all this course launch stuff plus the family things. I feel like I'm holding it together, but it is almost midnight and I have been upstairs working on this and trying to get Evie to sleep. We're so off schedule. So I finished 2 more hours. So we're just going to plop those in there and we're just counting these words because otherwise I will lose my mind. So basically what I did was I wrote 4 emails. I wrote 4 emails and I rewrote the sales pages for my main courses. I did not redo the boot camp sales page, but I redid the entire New Year planning bundle and the Your Path Forward one, as well as some of the core stuff. So what I did was I just put all of it into a document here of just like all the sales page copy and all of the emails copy, and it came to 4,149 words that I wrote today for the course launches. And I add that to my current word count. You guys, I know this is like, it doesn't fully count, but we have to count it. There's literally no other way I can do this. And sometimes this is just the balance. But anyway, it brings us to 44,725, which gets me just 5,275 words away from winning my pocket planner. And you know, for all of the fact that this is the probably least interesting vlog of all of them, I will leave you with just this little thought that, you know, sometimes in life we just have to do the best that we can. And sometimes that is going to mean balance. It's going to mean, okay, this thing that's really important to me has to move to the side for just a little bit because I have this other thing that's on fire, or this other thing that now suddenly requires my attention, or this other thing that it has a deadline to it. And the simple truth of writing is that until we have a publishing date, or we have a publisher who's waiting on something, or we have some other kind of external deadline, we are kind of always living in this place as creatives and as authors where it's sort of just our self-imposed deadlines. And they can always be moved back. And that is both a blessing and a curse, because when you have something that you care very deeply about, but it isn't really yet the thing that pays the bills, or it's not the thing that has to get done on a certain timeline, it can often be the first thing that gets pushed to the side. And I know this so well because after years of publishing 2 to 4 books a year, once I started a second business and I had 2 kids and life got really busy and there were a lot more responsibilities, it suddenly became where the writing was the first thing that took a back seat, because it's the thing that isn't necessarily tied to a deadline. And this goes both ways, because sometimes when I tried to set my deadlines, and I did things like, you know, I just finished reading this, so I had a deadline every Monday, Wednesday, Friday to read it online. Sometimes that's super helpful because it pushes me to have that external deadline, to have that accountability, and to get it done. Whereas when I don't have any deadlines, it's easy to keep pushing it back, to keep making excuses, to keep putting other priorities in front of the writing. But at the same time, creativity doesn't always work to deadlines. And so if we push ourselves too hard to get something done by a deadline when it needs more like marination time, more creative juice kind of time, and we're just running on empty and we're running on fumes, then it can be really, really difficult to hit the finish line with a book that we're proud of. And so something that we're constantly doing as authors and creatives is trying to walk that line between accountability, deadlines, discipline, and creativity, refilling the well, making it sustainable. And it is really one of the most difficult parts of the journey for many of us. And sometimes it's going to depend on your personality. And I'll tell you right now, it becomes really easy sometimes to compare yourself to the type of people who are really good at hitting those internal deadlines, because there are some personalities, some people who are just super disciplined, who have no problem writing to a schedule, who can just say, okay, I'm writing 5 books this year, and the first one's going to be done this date, the second one's going to be done this date. And that can feel really frustrating when you're not that kind of person, because you look around and you can see the benefits of that consistency, that discipline, that knowing how you're going to hit your deadlines, being able to plan farther in advance, being able to put pre-orders up. There are definite deadlines when it comes to the algorithms, to fan expectations, to having that level of discipline. But I also want to tell you that you do not have to change who you are, and you don't have to suddenly like beat yourself up and say, I will become disciplined, even if it means destroying my creativity. Because for some people, those things walk hand in hand. And for some of us, it just doesn't. If I constantly forced myself to hit deadlines with my creativity, and I didn't give myself a little bit of wiggle room or a little bit of flexibility, my books would destroy me, and would be no way I would be proud of them. Like if someone had told me I had to finish A Mirror of Shadows by March of this year, I would have just fallen into a puddle of tears on the floor, because it just needed more time, and we're all different. And so when you compare yourself to somebody who could have just been like, okay, March 3rd, I got it, you're just not honoring your own process. And I think that, like I said, there's a balance there. It's like there are tools and there are things that we can do to try to hit those deadlines more regularly, to try to help our writing speed, to try to keep ourselves in a mental space where we're able to show up for our writing a little bit more, where we're taking certain things off our plates, or we're refilling the well more often. Like there are tools that we can use to be more consistent. But it's just a simple fact that some people are going to be better at hitting deadlines than others. Some people just need more time to think through stuff, while as others are just go, go, go. And one of the best things that you can do for yourself is truly honor who you are as a person and learn to really lean into your strengths instead of beating yourself up for your weaknesses. Because even the person that you admire that hits every deadline and makes $100,000 a year, they have weaknesses, because we're human and we all have strengths and weaknesses, even if they're not readily obvious to everyone watching what we're doing. But anyway, that is my 5-minute, hopefully making up for how boring this blog was. But I got a lot of really good work done. And if you would like to come help change your life and help find that balance, then yeah, come join us in the New Year Planning Bundle. Emails will go out tomorrow that I wrote today, and that should feel pretty good. So tomorrow, like by the time you guys are seeing this, you're in the last few hours. So I encourage you to hit it hard, go in there, make yourself proud, whatever that final number is. You did a great job. I'm super proud of you for everything you've done this month. As I'm recording this, it's still the 29th. So I still have one more day, and that final vlog will go up on December 1st. So I am going to do my best to write 50 to 75 new words tomorrow, and they're going to be story words. It's just today I needed a little bit of an extra boost from all the other writing that I needed to get done for the classes. So here is kind of what my done pile looks like, and here is what my to-do pile looks like. And hopefully by the time these are finished, I am done. So tomorrow morning, I'm going to get up bright and early. I have a few videos that I need to record for the sales pages, open the enrollment, get this video edited. So all of that is going to take most of the morning. So then once we hit the afternoon, I am going to be writing and sprinting to the end. So let's do this together, you guys. I got to earn this planner. All right. Thanks for understanding, being flexible. Thanks for being here for the full ride. And yeah, I hope that you feel supported and seen in this community. I certainly love you guys, and I will see you for the final vlog tomorrow. Happy writing.
I don't know what I could say to convince you to hang around when you don't have to. There's so much that I'm still keeping to myself, 'cause you don't listen, babe. But still you got me missing you. When I see you, my heart starts racing, but I don't know if I like this